back again for more Light and Dark Do, the new adventures of Dark Soichiro. And wasn't it so that this time we're doing 4 chapters instead of 3, just so that it can lead into Bloodhaven better or something?
Yeah, we explained it.
Of course, if we're going to do that, I feel like we might want to try and get through each chapter a bit faster, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, the problem is I do have to have homework turned in by 5, which means I have to run over to the engineering department. So, I mean, we've got about 2 hours to do this.
Right, that should be enough, I think. At least if we get started sometime soon, so shall we get started then?
Yes, are we on 22?
Yep. So, I'll just start then as usual.
Yeah.
Or start by reading the title, I mean. So, Chapter 22. Night and Die! Refredium da Plats.
AN! Some Annie views! OMGZWTF! Thank you, Japan Place in part. Tricular. This chamber is for you.
So, do you have like a lot of
Gendo.
viewers from Japan or something?
It was a significant surge in views from the Japan Place, yes.
Huh. Can't imagine why, because I always got the impression that whenever I mentioned my YouTube readings and stuff, nobody cared, and I sort of doubt that, like, well, I suppose it's unrelated to me then, probably. So anyway, Gendo's in his O-face, evilly with bloodlet. So, Bloodlight line.
Oh, right. How do I pronounce this?
No, ouch, I suppose.
No, ouch! Svi Mac and Nukes Shinigami in Shinij Kin! I didn't like how I said that. No, ouch! Svi Mac and New Shinigami in Shinij Kin! It's that's just. You'd think Pinkie Pie of all people would be able to pronounce something impossible to pronounce.
Well, apparently there are some things that not even Pinkie Pie can do. So,
Okay.
Blood took 2 souls and smooshed them in his macken. They were night, and they.
They
So
who?
they was wearing night, and then exclamation point they. Those were not proper sentences, damn it. So, long monologue from Gendo here. At least I think it's Gendo. Listen, my new selves, you do well fight the Yagamis and be some. You'll serve me, and we will be evil together. So go and do what he says. So go and do what I says.
Say.
What I say, 'cause I'm Gendo. and you'll do what is yeah. 'Cause me, your bus and build your itzy, 'cause mauwak not hawky enough. So slick it up. And you do, and you get this sentence, what the hell? And how long is this sentence anyway?
You Gitakiria, Doza Duds, Sus here's the shield, know it for Nigit, and the royal Andy Lif, not for a day, Sus Shing me, n Shinijikan. I assume that's what it is.
That is what it is.
Kana become Shinigami, n Jikan Shin with me with Saws te do to Ilmaic this row name Isknedo Ikrai in Nwo. Il ve some coffee will me gases. I swear the spelling gets worse throughout it.
No, it's just complete bottom of the barrel horrible from start to finish.
Shin
Damn
and
you, Torgo!
Shin and they just shinned cause im dat god he dat see that shin cause to sting suck ed udex mick floor wads. I said I'm that good, and by smooth mayor coffee when done, and I won some shracks with / the sayer beams under heads else you are dunder heads and briefing every so im off to quack clon wafia cause the task what I do dee da do or mia naam sisni negdo caria human instrumentality nahu por wirf.
You did well.
Well, I
Den.
saw you weren't going to make it, Senpai, so I had to take over.
Den skalse slkid again. Tau pro he was the source.
So what, like the thing when
Oh.
they push their glasses up to their face and then they turn opaque with light for a second to show how evil or ingenious they are, or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gendo does that all the time, so... Or rather, he just sits in a way where his glasses conveniently get hit by light that way. So anyway, I suppose this is day and the night speaking here, so... Ismasa! Ismasa! They said they teleported. Bake! / our hero, dudes! SN, Reunion, Final Fantasy 7.
Reunion.
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 Trailing. Night and day stare at mech. Then they activated the shelled, stotted at bøyt. Via sepsal simidikan magic. Time in death! So, a cloak orb encircled the mech, and the clock ticked towards their death. The team's not diet usest foreth nowest, Shakespeare mumbled. Indeed! Watery and Soichiro thrilled their stars, cause they were serious, so Soichiro took his gun and shotted a spaz shuttle. Then Watery drill kicked it, forks. Then the DEUX corkscrewed their statches onto DEUX sped ip the shittel pushed the clock hands and orbited the sped light Tim's 90 quadrillion 13 trillion 376 billion 664 million 269,420. Obviously, I had looked that up in advance. And the shuttle balsted into Nittenday, and explosions were happen. 111. 11,111. 1. They quickly wrought expulsions, and the broom bomb died, so they couldn't make more expulsions. Then they anti-lift noted. Lights, Mom! 1, I mean Sachiko!
No,
Hashtag herpes derp.
Sakiko.
Oh. 1, I mean Sakiko! Hashtag herpes derp.
Should I pick up from here?
Yes, you can.
Okay. SN. Emil Sacrifice. Near.
Again, I have no clue if it's near or not.
:/ Shinigami! You killed wife! Soichiro was mad because he didn't even get to hear any Toshing Lat's wads. Only one thing can be done. What?
Combines, you killed one!
I am kind of doing that voice, aren't I? Not
Yes.
quite Tristan Taylor, but... Only one thing can be done. Soichiro graved dead body that was once his wife Samantha with a sad fake and shed a tear that sealed down his stash before hitting her cause it's that manly. Her body was concealed into a nuclear that he threw in super slow-mo.
Wait, what? What was that sentence about? He cried on her and her body something with a nuclear which he threw, and that was apparently extremely moe.
Super slow-mo.
Yeah,
And nucleared.
extremely slow moe.
And nucleared the do evil ones so hard the expulsions that died were still powerful enough and crops formed do kill them and their decays revealed and gasp everyone said when they saw just what they had fought. But L-U-D, we followed you, Tay said as Ding.
I'm seeing how I see that both Dark and Dark says this. Perhaps you should be Soichiro and I should be Dark, and we just try to say this at the same time or something.
Yeah. No!
Okay.
Right. Oh. Yes. 1, 2, 3.
No! My son and sister!
Dark and Dark shouted.
No.
1, 2, 3.
We can save you! I mean, we can save you!
But they dead, and they ever remembered they were Yagamis that hold him. This is Near. You have to do Near's voice.
We do not even have time to bury! I mean, we do not even have time to bury!
Near cried along, then shot a laser, formed his snipper, do vaporize them, so Tahei no decompose, for icky stuff and germs and bacteria and gross. Tear-eyed Dark and Soichiro got back do positions and jumped out of Japan, where te time and death spilled teleported them right to the Koas crib in one huge leap. Meanwhile, Devil was Am-King, the final touches on Deviant art. Tons of fools and foolish ignoramuses.
Foolish ignoramuses!
Had signed on and made carpy art. Just as Pound. He eviled like a Yagami, 'cause he is one sorta, 'cause he's light sun, you know. Also, Blood saw the giant boit and gurned blood. Is this?
Yeah, this is a line from Blood.
Okay. You feel you think you can win this blood note? The punny ancient death note killed you, so you shouldn't be a problem. How is that? I don't like how I said that. I have to repeat that line. You feel you think you can win this blood note? The punny ancient death note killed you, so you shouldn't be a problem. For real!
And it seems there is a lot more blood dialogue here too.
No, this is Boit.
Oh,
Don't you voice Boit?
well, I suppose I can. I have a new composition. I have a new composition sauce. You can't use that blood sample you were pounding to blood note me with. And that's predicable that I know you were gonna do that. One!
Boit roared so loud the doors on the Koha's crib exploded, and there were no remains. So wait, they destroyed Koha's crib. There were no remains. They've won.
No, they just blew up the doors.
Now we shall settle this, like Shinigami Kings would, because we are Shinigami Kings, or at least I was once. But I will be again when this is over.
Ah, but I have a new ally! Jad Dogma! One!
No, I sound too
I
much
don't
like
even
I
know
sounded
who
like
that
too much
is.
like Enemy in that line.
Ah, but I have a new ally! Jad Dogma! One!
That sounded more like Pinky. Yes, I do believe we're in this with Gendo. Jedi eviled. Who's speaking here? Oh, Gendo.
They failed, so my name is Gendo, so...
They fouled, so my name is Gendo. It is now Chumpet, and lol you need a third Pearson when you have me woo cold already. Do this whole thing. Lol 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 lol. He was desperated, cause he didn't lick his new name, but he lost the bet, so he'd have do win another, do get his name back. Then Jeddah made a blood contract with Bloodlight, which he fought made him super powerful. Made him super powerful. But secretly, Jeddah put a loophole, but Blood secretly knew it. But that's for later. But that's for later. In this is just foreshadows. Like 4chan. The result? Eft the others in confusion, and I know no loophole either, but reveal will be mad I poor miss. Semicolon close brackets.
You fools do not know my secret. Others sit for stealing souls. I will show you the powers of a Shinigami King. Low! One low! 1,000,111.
Wait,
1,111.
sorry. I can't numbers today.
1,111,111.
Blood fort in his midden that sort red forts. Coas also eviled, 'cause everything was gone do his pound as he fought it would. Just as Blood fought his pound was at a chimp and Judea fort do, but one of them was the true, magnificent bastard of them all. And author's note?
Omgi, the fight with Koas gone begin. Next chamber. This is so epic. I don't even hear words for it. One.
:__?
So, then the next chapter...
Yes,
chapter
next chapter.
23. Initial K.
AM, this is the battle Uwe been waiting for. For many years, people have wondered what an actual battle between Dark Yagami and Koas would have been like. Now we find out. One.
Well, I always figured it would probably be pumped full of epic and awesome and make no sense whatsoever. and somehow things would explode without reason. Just kind of like the last fight in Highlander.
And they would have, and I suppose, seeing how this would be read by me, then there would be Evangelion music in the background, because for some reason I used an awful lot of Evangelion music in Dark Yagami. Anyway, chapter. Dark. Kohas! Chaos. Darker. Chaos! Dark. Chaos! Drak. 1. And... Why is this a script anyway?
Apparently you have to do this in the Wakamoto voice.
Yeah. Both! Wakamoto voice. The do both conquered at each other, but bounced off into F0 cars. But this is Koa's crib, so they were K0 cars. Dark knew what was going to happen, and had only one thing to say. SN, move, dogfight. Car! Chases! Woo! This is an insanely long number, I see. Perhaps I should just try to summarize it. Dark and Koas were raking at tons of 9s, leads 42, 69, 40, 420, 911 kilometers per nano millisecond. No, nano millisecond. Kilometers per nano millisecond.
You can't go kilometers per mile. That's...
Yeah, you got the France because kilometers Frankish for mile.
I guess, yeah, I mean, you could convert kilometers into miles, and then have them per nano millisecond, whatever that is. But you don't use milli and billy for something really small, you use it for something really big. So it's a second to 10 to the 9th power, to 10 to the 6th power, to 10 to the 9th power. So 10 to the 6th seconds. They were going that many kilometers converted into miles per every 1 million seconds.
So all
I would
things
like to keep
considered,
going.
no, actually, I suppose all things considered, they would still be going very fast.
Yes, they would.
Anyway. And Penny Balsted Bacon Team, do Shakespeare's Day, with a Tim Tarvel in the Frenocom.
Actually, this is more like that one chapter of Light and Dark. Going back in TM, do Shakespeare's Day. That sounds oddly familiar.
Yes. Then Koas reigned over Shakespeare, and he was king of the world again. No, he was king of the world again. But Dark wasn't gonna reset like a muffo, but kill Koas and save the world for real this TM. Actually, it occurs to me, how the hell did Dark reset the story like a muffo the first time anyway? I'm pretty sure he was dead at the time he did that.
No, he used a reset note.
Yes, but when did he have the chance to do that? He was dead!
Was he dead?
Yes, I'm pretty sure he was
I'm
dead.
pretty sure that Chaos took Light and Mallow back in time, and he killed Shakespeare, and then he made his declaration.
Yeah, Dark was just kind of off on the wayside that whole time.
He just said that Chaos was too strong for even Dark, and that's when he got the reset note.
No, I'm pretty sure he was dead, actually.
I mean, Dark died before, and then they went into the internet, and then he got life noted back to life. And then chaos came back again somehow, but only in Light's dream with a rope. But let's just keep going.
Yeah, let's not think too hard about the logic of a story that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Anyway.
And could have possibly been written by Suda51 when his creativity in his games seemed to be on the decline.
Dark and Koas screeched into each other and generated nuclears that totaled all of England and trailed all the way to Wales and carved a crater into present-day Whammy holes. Suddenly, some nuclear spark. Did someone say something?
No, we were just laughing.
Fair enough. Suddenly, some nuclear sparks spat into the carter, which caused an angry fist of nuclear to chase in on them. He knew it did and knew what to say. No! I, Mats Forster, won! No. Less than one! Close square bracket colon O! Chanting in Gaelic as he jumped out of there.
That is a really
He
unfortunate
jumped out of
misspelling
their
of
cars.
Gaelic.
Hmm?
I just said that's a really unfortunate misspelling.
Yeah. As they jumped out of their cars and the explosions took all of England, so present day it was all waste. Except London, because Britannia was born there. An ancient hero would hail it anyways, obviously. So the damage does really matter.
The damage doesn't really imitate
Okay.
here. Really. Wow. No, you just nuked all of ancient London.
Oh, come on! Did you see this year? Collateral in movies, collateral damage means absolutely nothing!
Yeah, Naruto. Let's demolish a mountain. That's the bio. Mountain is there later. Anyway.
So now, Dark and
Actually,
Koas
technically last year, but yeah. Collateral damage doesn't matter anymore!
So now, Dark and Koas were punching each other here and here, cause they were fucking all 0G. Then Dark suplexed Koas into the Thames, and you poor cuted ham, do the Eiffel, and the Palace of Barsitz. So they are in France now, because as we all know, the Thames is in France. The Thames is in London, but the Thames is in France.
Right now they're suddenly in France.
Igen, a vaccination dere on say is really pretta and poshy, but not quit bumblesnotty.
Bumblesnotty!
Shall we perhaps switch the person
Yeah.
reading now?
So who's this talking here?
Dark.
Okay. Koas! You are anti-stew, but I am stew and stew will won at all costs! So Dark graved Koas, and they fell through to earth into space. So fast they were back in present day! Then Koas cool, which was his pool, and Haru from Free was there as a cameo, and Koas punch and do the coal, and he went jaws on his as butt. Dark threw him off do the seed. Drac tired do pinchin, but Grail is smaked him do the ceiling. Wick Bork and Dark was all dizzy in the attic. Wick was icky with cobwebs and cussed in ye old British erotica that Shakespeare got his poems from.
Also, delayed response here, but so Haru from Free was there as a cameo. You just threw in a cameo just for the sake of having a cameo, didn't you?
Apparently I share a birthday
don't
with one of the
do
guys from
anything, he's
Free,
just
but I can't
there.
remember which one.
Well, I haven't seen it, so I knew.
It's basically this. They're dudes. Dudes swim. Some other dude shows up. They swim some more. Either there's some rivalry or something. I don't know. They're dudes swimming.
Well, yeah, I know the basic concept. Basically, man service, but
Dracus, I am Nig of Word and Supreme Emmer Produ. Now I have a new pet for you, Steampunk Charles the Britannia.
Charles unleashed his creaky steam vassals and bellow lots of steam in dark, but he heard a voice. Near!
and I suppose that would be my cue.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought this.
Stealth!
Near screamed as a foam snipe run shotted into Carle's heart, but he ate the fire and spat it lullingly. And this is also, you know, the
Yeah.
Emperor, so... You voice the Emperor.
I am much stronger than that, lol.
And he kiked near dude aside. Ten Dark jumped on Coas. And Carles lick Malio and got tons of one-ups, so he code Mache Coas, and Carles will near put a nuclear in his snipper and shot it the floor and guided it to nuclear a hole into the floor. Into the fowler, and Tehe were falling in blood, and Boit doomed Dawn, 'cause this would amic the fight color, wick they both 3D.
No, which they both less than 3'd.
Oh, wick they both less than 3'd. Meanwhile, with blood and Boit, and the Otfer duds who were in the pit.
Now face my blood note.
Bloodlight roared, high did slash on Boit, and blood noted him, but he was not killed, heard enough. This is Boit's line.
Oh. Well, good thing that you don't have to say this mispronounced curse then. I mean, misspelled, which would actually make it mispronounced too. So anyway. Dual Fuchs Salyers! Roke! 1!
Boit unleashed 1,000 curses of pure funny duck slaying weapon. That shook the entire rift and bellow up everything. Ten imploded, so it unexploded and repeated for massive
800-digit number!
times until it was red, but heavily shaken from Il da Fuxalion. 10 he wore into everything noit. Boyd?
Oh, right. Evil dudes were never born!
But a twist! No more Palin evil dudes! Made them all malicious dudes. Instead, which was the next step on the ladder, and you'd give that Rachnig do villains like Kyria, and they were all high Rachnig, maleficent duds in ways, so nothing really hid. :/:3 : question mark.
Question mark. What?
Bloodlight retracted his bonds and equipped Siwar sword for Calwas and did Salsh at Buit. So it was funny duck slayers on swear swords, and spracks were failing everywhere, and this was no murky. So Spulsions shot it up and Belwa other selling butts, and they fell and near surf explosion while shooting nuclears at two valves, and some rocks fell, and he said it with shotting into AA Kosh and koshed it in blade with a kosh, and his body fell in steampunk Carlas and Koas, and Tehe fell and Nier was about to say,
where even... Oh, triple kill!
lick Halo, cause then he code name this attack, the deadly Halo's Mark Kosh, but Tehe begin spin together and drill to the bottom, conking but a frick on Dark, who got scratched, but he didn't carry. Then Dark Knight came down the Hoel and shooted a new Batman Sepshal Nude. New Dawn!
So I suppose I was
my
just
God,
wondering,
my
should
throat.
I perhaps say that Dark Knight line, because, you know, Dark Knight, Christian Bale voice,
Fair
etc.
point. Yeah.
Even the...
New Dawn.
Sunlight splooshed the Dractonel and singed all the guys, so Tehe wore all black with ashes, but they soaked up, and now Tehe all had fallen all the way down into the core of the earth, where Kohas made a special arena just for this battle. 10 awesome comes with... Then 10 awesome come to W/Neo Ass Kicker, Mark Kira, and Dorp kicked da Fuller, and it was da core so multi liquid seeped and burned da Fuller, but it healed fats, so 'twas no big deal. Egogi was also there in Vampy from cause everyone wanted a PSF class. 10 Klaus wrote out his other weapon, Devil. Do you see Tessit Deviant Art? Koas speeched evilly at the heroes. Then he pushed a button. Then I pushed a button. And every DeviantArt user had his soul sucked out into Devil, and he was twice
my
the size
soul!
of Neo as a Kirby Kira!
How will I go outside now? My shoes don't have soles anymore!
And HD, a man thing, bigger tan blood, and Duak combined, and was also the spikiest one in the history of in the history of the Unverse. He gave a glaringly at Doc Young.
Which just reminds me, I wonder when Durhu and the End of the Unverse is going to be updated.
Hey, writer of the End of the Unverse, if you're listening, update please. We're waiting to read it.
I have a speech for that at the end of this.
He gave a glaringly at Dark Yagami and Soichiro, who were manning a turret. He made on the cabin cause pistols canned shot as fast as turrets. Canned shot as fast as turrets, and he equipped it with the Royal Anti-Life Note for Himong and the Shelled Noet for defensive buffs. Devil and Koas, and Blood and Boit, and New Ass Kicker, and Tara Rishud into the Center of the Arena and the Farm Forest. Toby continued.
Shouldn't Torgo be saying that?
Toby continued?
Also, I can't help but notice, Torgo, you sure do seem to like arena fights.
Yes, they're oddly frequent in this. Okay, we're making this at a good pace. We should be done before 4:30 if we keep it up at this pace.
Right, so, Chapter 24, Rakes for the Worst End!
I still have to watch that movie. It's somewhere down the Netflix DVD queue. Let me see where I even put it.
Oh, Netflix, that thing which does not have a good selection in Norway at all. Norwegian Netflix is terrible.
Hashtag
Arg.
terrible Netflix.
There is nothing good there.
Let's see. There's a couple few Ghibli films. Then there's a Transformers
Hashtag first
movie.
world
Then
problems.
there's a Highlander movie. Then there's a bunch of other stuff and.
Other stuff? What have you been watching, man?
Okay, it's somewhere down, but I could show you the whole DVD queue at this
Well,
moment.
if there are a few Ghibli movies in there, then that alone makes it totally worth it and way better than the Norwegian Netflix.
I've already seen quite a few and been going through a bunch. There are only a few left.
Oh.
Alright, let's continue. Torgo?
Hey. M. Yo, duds, I beat Smithiv, and I was the law. No, wait, and I was the law. And a Suki Balkol ate Tokyo, and there will be Suki Balkol eating Tokyo in fic, but not now, cause the word's end is out, but I have sent both. I will with. If friends invite me, or else I'll witch in VD, cause theaters aren't spin without friends, but here's summer fic, cause most peeps reading this would want to see the big epic battle. 111.
Okay, two things. First, so a sucky black hole will eat Tokyo. Well, good thing I'm not in Japan anymore then. Two, I go to theaters alone all the time. Hashtag forever alone.
Yeah, I was never the kind to go into theaters on my own. Whenever I did, I always did it with friends. And since I'm in college most of the time, and since I can't really go out that often at the moment now, I haven't really gone out to the theaters in a long time. Last movie I saw in the theaters was, what was it? The Wolverine? That one was just kind of meh, though. Really fell apart in the last.
Well, it was better than X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yes, it was better than that, but it wasn't really great either, though.
I thought
Anyway.
it was decent, but yeah. Anyway. All sex characters loud for each other. So many awkward misspellings. And the farm force and Dark was all like, beep, NOB and I were supposed to do what the words end. No big epic fight now, cause that is dumb. No big epic fight now, that is dumb. We all break and watch a movie now, cause that's cooler than we sextuple fight in Kompenstation.
Wait, so
Kompenstation, that sounds distinctly German. I don't think it's an actual word, but it sounds distinctly German.
Wait, so are they going to... Are they going to have the fight or not?
No, they are going to interrupt the fights to have a movie, and then apparently have a... What is that word supposed to be? Torgo, you wrote this. What is this supposed to mean?
Let me see.
That's compensation.
Compensation!
No, what is the part that they will do in Kompenstation?
They will sextuple fight in Kompenstation.
Oh, by the way, here's the DVD queue that I had set up for Netflix.
We'll check that in a bit. Remember, we have to get through the next 2 chapters before I have to turn my head
Right.
again.
Uh-huh.
So what do they have? What will they do in Kompenstation?
They will sextuple fight.
And I don't get that.
They will fight 6 times as hard.
Oh, now I get that. Boit began the rake with the cry, "At the laugh of the three in the home of the brave." Get nell men sart jins.
AN! WTF! FF.net dost underline the dialogue for Boit. That's dumb. One.
Yes, I'm sure that was totally by accident, and that's not something you did on your own.
No, really, fanfiction.net had a problem that I had to keep re-underlining some phrases. and I didn't notice that until recently.
Huh. Oh, wait. It doesn't underline the dialogue for Boit? I thought you said that it did underline it. But oh, well.
It not just for Boy, but there's some underlying phrases if you look into our earlier chapters and compare, let's say, the raw archive of our own text and this. You'll notice there's some other phrases that the underlines didn't carry over into, so since then I have to keep rechecking every document to make sure the underlines are where they are.
Anyway, SN, Earthbound Big Team. I'm going to assume that's like bike team or something.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a
judging by
bike
the one
theme for
after that.
Earthbound.
Judging by the one that comes after it, I would think so.
Blood, Chaos, Devil, and Steampunk Emperor rode a 4-person bike. Will Neo-ass kicker charged into a hoverboard, and they were gonna race against traffic, cause that makes it double epic. Blood threw some grenades, and blasted some tarfik, while whistling the music. Then they drove through the fire, and Blood spat some blood, and it became... incidentally, that blood there, that's spelled like the Norwegian word for blood. So I'm going to pronounce it like that. And Blood spat some blue, and it became the blood fire. Then some of that spat trailed behind, and created a bulk hole that was tainted green with nuclear. So it was a nuclear hole that was super sucky and chasing them, and they were racking in Tokyo. See,
No,
I told you
Toekyo.
Huh?
They were racking in Toekyo.
They were racking in Tokyo. See, I told you there'd be that latter, and it just happened because I was right. Phase 1.
Right, because every time blood spits, it creates a bulk hole.
At least this one didn't destroy the universe.
And the pigeons.
So the bulk hole got full from all the Suki in Tokyo, and Bacon casting the rackers, while Neo ass kicker skateboard leaped some ramps and jumped 8 helicopters. Wick meant a one-up, but the bulk hole spat a nuclear shaped like Tokian carnage. So that one-up really didn't carry on in tech long-term for long.
Should I start here since Pokemon is mentioned?
Well, okay.
SN, Pokemon's Bike Clear. Blood did a wheelie and sliced a big rig in half, and it exploded and dewed a rolling nuclear hole boulder. So expulsion trail was burned, and one of them was a Naspas too. So it 666 exploded, and Tokyo fell through and dewed the earth and smooshed into kinda wick worked a statue of Mao and the capital. Now I will. Oh wait, this is blood.
Now I will tell you a secret of the Tim Smoosh and the Raspafabio.
Nope, has no effect on me anymore.
Cause did you insult mistress of the Raspafabio? Wait, Raspafabio. What was wrong with CAO? /
Oh my god, finally we will discover the biggest mystery of all time!
Blood exposited as he pulled out his Bapad, which is a special iPad aimed at blood, and took out the special TM Smoosh app and said,
With this app I can make many peeps into one from dimensions. When someone licks Soichiro resurrectures the Tim, and I did this by secret technology. Seal Ahmed, and he was part of the Raspafabio, with the other two voiced by Maya Sakamoto, cause that would be a tets. F ultimate pow bit. You won new ways. And I pound this whole Tim up, cause I made the Hunger Note games, cause I made the Hunger Note games the game, and I made an everything know it, and heaven do make this app, and Seal was part devil. So I put his soul into DeviantArt, after to pit him now as part of devil. And now I'll tell you about Pokermons, cause we're gonna do the secret of Pokermons on motorbikes. Except there are no motorbikes. But we'll hit like dear now fight me, as I said myself, as a Pokermon with Void, cause we are both Shinigami and need more fight. But actually, let us make this a triple fight with Emperor and Soichiro and Devil and Tara. Will Dark Yagami and Kawas break so it's a double compete but unsterpil, so it makes things 9 times as epic.
Well, that's nice.
Ow, my throat!
I'm pretty sure, like, that would hurt regardless of who of us had to say it, because, well, if I had to say it, then I would have to say it in the freaking Christian Bale voice, which, as we all know, is also very painful.
Then grinned so Wade his teeth all fell out, and punctured some cars and made even more expulsions. Pokerman's battle! 1. Enemy used Vampy Wing on Devil. 1. Devil used Pentagram Doom on enemy. It doesn't affect Ebony, cause she's already Satanist. Rouge Angles of Satin.
Indeed.
Blood used Balcol Spit on Boit. Boit used Funny Duck Slayer Burst to control the damage. Blood dwarfed his blood bananas and lots of turn. Emperor used Wakamoto Voice on Soichiro. Soichiro endured the hit with his stash ability. Soichiro used Tank Wave, and enemy tanks smooshed Devil, Blood, and Emperor, but they shot hair cannons at the street, creating a pothole. Koas used Mach 666 Do Ride over the pothole, leading by 51 feet, which is like the size of 17 yards.
Again, what feats are actually big enough to cover 1/3 of your yards anyways? That unit makes no sense and is dumb.
You are not allowed to talk about things not making sense.
Dark had no problems with the pothole cause he could hover, so he used Stealth Nuclear to pound some nuclears on Koas Seed. So it's Stealth Rock, but with nuclears. Enemy tossed some rocks, and Devil got blinded by the nuclears, and even though he ate them for breakfast, he punched himself in his blindness, cause Enemy Twit said his fits, cause he aimed at his Bix wheel when tying do Punch Enemy, cause the fork shot his fist right back into ham. Devil was blinded and gave up.
I'm just curious. Stealth nuclear, wouldn't that probably be an attack that would that would affect everyone in the battle?
I mean, theoretically, yes. According to this fanfic, no. What are you talking about? Devil was blinded and gave up Pokerman's battling, so enemy won. Thanks to Dark. Blood ate some blood bananas. Tat he revokered, so he got a bite of health. But Code only defend himself for now. Boyd used Groin Saw and Blood's head twisted, so he fainted and had to give up Pokerman's fight. Soichiro used Bullet Train, which is like Bullet Punch, but with the train, on Emperor, which was priority move. Yep. Priority move, like Bullet Punch. So he steamrolled Emperor and bulleted him down, but Emperor gave another Wakamoto shout that downed the whole other team, so it was a draw. Sorry, so it was a dar. No, if he wasn't knocked out, then his side won. It wasn't a dar. Unless using the Wakamoto shout has recoil damage.
All of them were knocked out. Wakamoto was knocked out, but as he did that, he gave another Wakamoto shout. So I suppose they were defeated by his death cry.
I see. Dark and Koas caressed right into Dark and Coas Carhesed right in Dexu, the theater at Tessamtim, so that rake was also a draw, which left every one why feeling meh in general, but also excited for the movie, and they got tons of cents, but they were pricey as beep. So Boit used the everything note to make theater price not suck, and they saw the film. After the movie, Coas grinned. Now where were we? As he pished a teleportal, and they were back to the Frieza frame from the beginning. Then they all collided and fell off into all directions.
Sauce for this cap being filler, Bert, this idea was just too good. Real fight begin next cap.
And speaking of Bert, we'll get to that.
Yes. So, anyway, next chapter. And before that, Sardas Esten ein wir sind der Jäger.
That should be your closing music this time. Because Torgo...
What did you say?
I said that should be our closing music this time because Torgo, we've discovered your new plot. We've discovered that you're really a Titan shifter.
Yes, indeed you are.
Yes, that is true. I bound to.
Quick, Nimbus Nationalize Power, get your 3D maneuvering gear, or I forgot the name, but
3D
that thing they
gear.
used to
But I
attack on
only
Titan.
have a 2DS!
You see, all of mankind is under threat by a man named Terry Malick. He is making movies that are not fun, and dumb people think are good, but they are just pretty, and they are not fun or epic, like Dark
What does this have to do with
Yagami.
you being a Titan?
You see, you must save mankind from Terry Malick by making everyone crazy, and we must have a future where presidents fight wars in Rock'em
What does it have to do
Sock'em
with being a Titan?
robots.
Get him! But first, we must read this chapter.
Anyway, chapter 25. Real fight! Also, Kyojin versus Cybermen 1. Why would the Titans fight the Cybermen? Seriously, what kind of a matchup is that? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, why not instead have the Titans fighting the Jaegers from Pacific Rim? That would make much more sense.
That would be fun.
Make it happen, Torgo.
Okay.
Anyway, author's note.
Igen, om Lord Strafvik with the F high hit house. I was worried you wouldn't read more thick, but you're big, so you will. Yay, and lol. 1. The Shabbos Titan bird fighting the Cyberman, but a surprise. Surprise. So just wait and read, cause this could be gone. 111.
Now, the only Bert we've seen in this fanfiction, wasn't it Bert from Sesame Street?
Seems like it.
So we're going
So
to have...
he is a Titan shifter.
Well, Senpai! Go ahead!
Right. On all the walls, 1! Dark Yagami, Soichiro, Enobi, Bait, Chaos, Emperor, Blood, and Devil, and everyone else impotence were on all walls of the room, and some leaking metal fluid leaked from the roof.
Cider!
Blood grinned and threw in a soul he was keeping, since it was death noted. It was a Darcy 11. Well, since he is a Cyberman, I'm going to voice him in a Cybermanish way. I am Cider Adaki and I'm going to get my revenge on Reichbolt. I do not see him, so I'll just attack all those who worked with him. And Archie evil, and Simon, his new eviler Magatsu Isinagi.
Simon, where? Where is Simon? Where is he? Where is my husbando? Simon Petrikov.
Simon is your husband, though?
Simon Petrikov. My beautiful, tragic babby.
Am I now holding a blood nuclear spear, aka a blood clear halberd, as he eviled. Now I will revenge. But then Dark saw Bert and Rubber Ducky do, cause he borrowed it from Ernie. He also saw a new note from the center, a Titan note! SN, DOA, Shingeki no Kyojin. That was actually spelled correctly, oh my god. So, Dark wrote Bert, and Bert was a Titan, and he had a massive Titan do, cause it's fucking Bird! Bert clanged his fists against Bloodclear, and Bloodfire sap-wrecked, and some scorched side Redarchi, and he fell on some golden panty blood heaped, and case ciders would be rebel ciders. Blood grinned though. The cider was a mutate and already had gold in it, so cider meant no weak gold more, and blood thicked all other weaknesses due. Other weaknesses do make a race of cider gummy, which super powerful. The 10 blood long that bite.
I ship
but
it.
Bite fuck. Huh?
He longed at Dwight. I ship it.
But Bite fuck slayed Blood's massive subway train and was like, fuck you, fucking fuck slayer, I'm gonna fucking slay you back in the fuck slayers. Oh wait, that was Blood, but so...
I won't be able to read that line. No, I'll read it in Funny Duck.
Funny duck, you funny ducking funny duck slayer! I'm gonna funny duck and slay you back in the funny duck slayers!
Bite grinned back. That is fucking That is fucking funny, my fucking fuck my successor, cause I'm gonna fuke slay you! One! But then the Blood mowhawked him in the face, and they punched and kicked a bit, and head buted and spat, but their spit cankeled out, so that did no damage. Devil lunged at Dark and yelled, Dark Yagami is target. Devil smoosh target. Duel is devil win. Dark jumped on his face punch. Dark jumped on his face, punched him in. Dark jumped on his face, punched him in the nose. But Devil sneezed him due the ceiling. Chaos lounged at Drac. But in Quantum Note, Chaos is magnetic due plasma! What? And Chaos was plasma until he fuked in all the lightning and plasmy, so Dark unmagnated him. So
I don't know why that's so funny. I think it just breaks so many rules of terminology. One plasma or electric? Well, not electric, but you get what I mean.
So Dark unmagnated him, so Hay was saved. So Hay was safe to kite, but his kite met punch, and they fell on the floor, and Devil lifted Chaos. Will Enobi gave Dark some Ariel supper. Some supper made by the Little Mermaid, then I presume. Emperor and Awesome engaged a battle of chess, but it was boring even when Awesome sat on chess gears, and the pants all shot at nuclears, and all that was left were queens. So they charged. But wait, if all that was left were queens, then
It's a
the battle would be
draw!
over because there would be no king there.
You can't destroy the king!
The queen took the king's place after he died.
But once the king is dead, the game is over. Or actually, you never even get to the point where the king dies. Once the king is in an inescapable situation, the game is over. Why do no fanfic writers understand how chess works?
Someday I'm going to write a fan fiction and there will be a chess game detailed with painful accuracy.
Yes, please do that. I don't know why I was so desperate there, but yeah. So they charged straight into each other, and then pies on board no more. Die, you pies of beep it! Die, you pies of beep it! The duo-shotted and shotted fists from their eyes. 'Cause awesome set his EG on fist gears. But the Emperor had to do everything gears and the third one above. But awesome set his on Omega Fist and punched the Emperor so hard he fell all the way back. Do Gendo, Jida, Whoa, War What King?
You know,
Then
there's so much one-uppage that goes on in these Geass fights. It's like,
yes.
I have a Geass. Well, I have a Geass that counters your Geass. Well, I have a countering Geass to counter your counter Geass.
Then Zaber walked up to Orange Kun and punched him in the face. Then Gendo lolled. Serves you right for copying my instrumentality palm with your shoe when it turned and do a poor man's version of my shoe.
What?
AN?
Ian, is this true? I never saw it co-ed geese, but I heard this happened, and then they're ready to make Valve Rake, which is vampire geese, which is like awesome of the rebellion, because it has lasers, and King acts just like Mao in the end cliffhanger with a levitating eternal communist emperor.
The end cliffhanger, which is no longer the end cliffhanger, yay. Oh, and by the way, yes, I seem to distinctly recall there was something near the end of Code Geass where Charles the Britannia basically tried to rip off the Human Instrumentality Project. Or at least I seem to recall those plans were very similar. The Emperor was really angry, so he grabbed some cider and dipped Dew Blood Riftputer, which was a computer that managed the Earth, and summoned Lelouch! One! Then poured cider, and he was Cider Lelouch!
Why does pouring
Well,
metal
obviously
on
he's
someone
not
turn
gonna
them
do any
into a
good, because as we all know,
Cyberman?
Lelouch is the butt monkey. And did you say something?
I said, so why does pouring random metal on someone turn them into a Cyberman?
Because it's not just any random metal, it's cider.
Yes, as we all know, the Cybermen are completely different from Cybermen. I mean, did you see how weak they were? The Cybermen could kick their ass in a millisecond. And
Or
that
a
again backs up my point that Cider Lelouch here isn't going to do any good, because he is the butt monkey.
Or a
Perpetually.
nanomillisecond. Although, I realized I made an error previously. I thought I mixed up milli in million and milli in 2 10 to the third negative power. So, yeah, they actually were going really fast earlier.
By
Like
the
a billion
way,
times the speed of light, or several billion times the speed of light, or something like
by
that.
the way, I have a picture of how the cider man look like. Behold, the cider man.
Okay, let's see then.
Yeah, I've got time to check this. Ciderman. Hold on, it's still loading for me. It's still loading for me. Wow.
So anyway, Adachi fell into the gold plate. Adachi fell into the gold paint, formed a blood fire sparked, and he panted Noah and exclaimed, "No, no, no, this paint one." Techen lolled evilly with gun as MI shotted a blood clear, and he shotted it an expulsion blasted Bert's arm. But he was a titan, so it grew back. Techen, he made the rubber ducky into ship, and fell high up and dorp kicked Adachi, so he got sorbed into Magnatsu Izanagi. Do live, cause his physical form was
No,
beaten.
cycle.
Cause his cycle form was beaten, so he sacrificed his left. Due his persona. 10 he slicked at the ear, and blue fires formed in cross. So he stabbed it and it shotted forward and crucified Bert! It's a good thing this is the final chapter, because my voice is getting really tired. Can someone take over for me now, please?
Yes. Bert was in pain and on fire, but he hurled his foaming body into the blood clear, and Tay exploded, and both died! And the expulsion blew up Emperor's body, so he was now head pra on a helicopter thingy and shot at lasers and nuclears and whipped cream pie. So awesome was Pie Face, but he licked all the cream and it was tasty. And sweet dew. So now he had a sugar rush buff and shot a speedball into his left eye, and it pierced it into his brain, and all of him fell up, except the other two Gios, cause Tae fell from the bolts, and Awesome traded his other two Gios, so now he had 3 everythingies. 1.
I don't really see how having multiple everything Gios is better than having one everything Gios, though, because regardless of how many you have, you can still do everything.
No,
But he can do 3 variations of everything.
Yeah, you can everything someone 3 times as hard. So if they only have 1 everything geese, you can outdo them.
Oh, right, so he can do 3 things at the same time.
10.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome looked at Cider Lelouch, and he knew what has Tobe done. To be continued. Not yet, cause this chap isn't long enough yet. SN, Ding Pound Gallon, DKC. So Devil gallowed with all the souls again, and unleashed and blats, and both dark and chaos were launched back, but Enobi was immune to Satan powers. So now those two carried and Enobi salsa'd his spiky man thing, but that shotted spikes that pierced Enobi's wings, so she was grunded till they regenerated, but some FF DOS spikes had he jetted into Devil, so he was hutter do. On the sailing, dark and chaos kept fitting and met punches when Koas wrote up,
I'm your Auntie Sue, and you still do not know the true reason I was born. How do you think you'll beat me?
not like Enobi or Awesome, new with not like Enobi or Awesome, new with not like Enobi or Awesome, new with for Vladimont and Saber, lol the dark.
And you know, the idea of Voldemort being Enobi's anti-Sue just doesn't seem right to me. I mean, Voldemort is a canon character, and he isn't exactly a Sue either. I mean, seriously, when it all comes down to it, he is kind of a moron.
Oh, they did, 'cause Saber was from his writer's orphaning, and Vladimont was 'cause Tara wanted to be full on evil, but couldn't be 'cause she had to kill him, 'cause she's not really as gothic as she thinks she is. She's Mayor of a tryhard, and you helped get that in her head, but you never bothered to lean via eye exits. And that's why your reset note valid, and I'm tied to you, as long as things are licked at. And I bet you'll never figure it for yourself. Wise. And the truth is you just want to be the best slick light. We has to do with L and mellow and near, but that's another story for later. But what you need to know is my power level is always above yours, 'cause you keep wanting stronger, and I'll always hunt you, and you can do nothing till you die. But if you die, I'll take your powie and become so powerful, you'd be crazy to try and kill me. But you can't, 'cause as long as I will live as hummin' stew, I can always do this. So now let's end this in the final battle, where Chaos takes Dark Yagami out. Once and for all, in the name of Supreme Emperor of Britannia!
Incidentally, starting to voice Chaos as Moriarty, best idea ever.
Watari and Shakespeare and near heard this and gasped, but they had a pound, though that cots would be permanent. So they signaled a pound to Soichiro, and all four of them readied pauses. Bite and blood were in look between DEUX slayers and blood syrup, blood banana claws when blood wrote up.
How can you defeat me when you do not even know my real name?
Boyd hesitated, and Blood borked the locked attack, so Boyd staggered back a bit and shooted.
What is Light's real name?
'Cause Blood could hit it for Shinigami eyes, 'cause he was a Shinigami!
Like the Dark Dude needs a short break, cause we need a side story about what Vlad was doing in heaven during all the Tim loops, and we also must lean Light's real name for reals. 1. Now, I have a little speech for some of our friends, King Arthur II, Surapla, and the Darkest Yagami. The 3 of us, well, technically the 4 of us. Well, to be more specific, we haven't exactly seen much from either of these. So, I have a little speech for you. When I first saw your fix, I thought we were gonna be competitive rivals. Each one of us working to make the most gloriously stupid of work to see which one would get the funniest reading from Lord Starfish. I was expecting competition from you. Where are you?
So does that mean that I am obligated to read yet another Dark Yagami sequel as well? Or actually, should I just read all of them?
Apparently the
You
rule
should read Returning of Dark in the middle. You say it's much easier, and honestly, if you might read them and give them attention, they might actually finally continue up.
So Torgo,
Anything to get them back in the game, really. Her talents shouldn't be wasted.
my voice shouldn't be wasted.
Anyways, so is that the recording?
I suppose.
Wait, but we need to stop him. We need to stop the tight. I'm too tired. I give up.
We'll stop him tomorrow.